Hey, did a tourist actually get this picture of the largest whales ever caught on camera? Or is this just some kind of big fat whale of a fake? I've got the answer to that aquatic mystery, plus answers on some other puzzlers that you guys sent in. Like this picture claiming to show a giant spider on somebody's wall, a picture that wants us to believe this is a real creature, and this photo that claims this man lived to be 256 years old. I've got all that, plus some new fan art, my favorite fake of the week, and some all new crazy voicemails. So pack a peanut butter sandwich and fasten your seatbelts because you are about to enter the real or fake zone. Hey guys, Bill here. I'm going to be getting to that whale of a tourist photo in just a second, but first, please give a big welcome to our brand new sponsor here at Bill's channel, our friends at Yuzu Games. If you like strategy RPG games with lots of cool heroes to collect, you are going to love Saint Seiya Awakening Knights of the Zodiac. Based on the famous comic book series, it's 100% faithful to the story. 12 mystical warriors have sworn to defend the reincarnation of the Greek goddess Athena in her battle against other gods who want to dominate the earth. Translating comic books can be a really big job, but trust me, these guys cut no corners. It's got a ton of content, amazing graphics, and fantastic special effects. It's like playable anime. You can have up to 6 characters on the battlefield, and there's lots of resources. The more rounds you go through, the more resources you get. It's got PvP and PvE modes to make the game more interesting. Guys, this is a fantastic game, and I think you're really gonna love it. So do me a favor, help support my channel by using my link below to download a free copy of the game. The first 100 to download the game using my link will get a free $10 value pack that includes 5 art gems, 5 common gems, and 100 diamonds. Okay, now when you're asked for a code to get all these free goodies, make sure to use my personal code, which is just the word BILLS, B-I-L-L-S, just like you see it right here. All right, you got it? Good, you get clicking because they're only the first 100 are gonna get it, so do it now! Okay, now that we know downloading Saint Seiya Awakening Knights of the Zodiac really helps to support my channel so we can get on with our important job, which is finding out whether this picture is real or fake. The picture was sent in by a whole bunch of you guys last week, including a viewer named Vince Miklat, who just wrote, I know whales can get really big, but can they get that big? Vince, you know, we are big fans of really big fish here. In fact, one of the main missions of this channel is to find some real evidence that megalodons still exist. But as big as megalodons were, I don't think they ever got half as big as these guys, so it's hard to believe this picture is real. But on the other hand, it's important to remember that less than 6% of our ocean has actually been explored, so who knows what's out there? Looking around the internet, I could see the picture was a viral hit as it seemed to be everywhere. On some of the posts, it had a caption that read, one of the largest blue whales ever caught on camera during a helicopter ride today. All right, so let's get into a little process today and take a look at how we break this picture down to find out whether it's real or fake, okay? Now, obviously, the first place we start is the whales themselves. I think what we need to do is go out and find out what the record is for the longest, biggest blue whales ever recorded. Now, that information is available right at your fingertips. I got it within like 5 seconds. The big ones are about 100 feet or 30 meters long, and they can weigh up to 173 tons. Now, turning back to the picture itself, we are very lucky. You know why? Because we have something in the picture by which we can scale the size of these whales, or the supposed size of these whales. Now, if you look closely at the bridge, you can see there are a lot of little cars, like, you know, going back and forth over the bridge. Well, let's go back to the internet now. What is the average length of an automobile? Bingo! You know what the average length of an automobile is? 15 feet. Now the next part is really easy because what we have to do is just estimate how many cars would line up in a straight row to give us the full length of those whales. Now, just for experimental purposes, we don't have time to get into, really doing it, but I'm going to conservatively estimate 50. Might be more like 75 to 100, but let's just be conservative and let's say 50. And if that's the case, at 15 feet each, we're talking about some whales that are 750 feet or 229 meters. And to estimate the weight, let's just multiply 173 tons by 7, as this whale is 7 times longer than what is considered normal, which means it gives us a whale that weighs over 1,200 tons. That's 2,400,000 pounds or over 1,000,000 kilograms. All right, well, this picture has got some pretty far out dimensions to it if you ask me. So tell you what, I think it's time for you to let me know what you're thinking, okay? Now, when I say go, what I want you to do is go ahead and vote up here. Leave me an answer down in the comment section or just shout it out. And when you do that, I want you to be careful because while I think it's pretty far-fetched that this thing is real, I think on the other hand, you gotta be careful because it could very easily end up an unknown, okay? All right, you ready? And go. Okay, did you vote? Good, because I've got the old official recycled red envelope right here with the official answer. And by the way, yes, I do reuse the red envelopes over and over again because you know why? I'm trying to save trees. I'm trying to recycle, right? That's a good thing, not a bad thing. All right, now, this better have a smoking gun with it because I don't want to know how angry I'm going to get if it's unknown. So, well, I'm not going to be angry because the answer is fake. Facebook super sleuth Jody Adams was the first one to come up with the smoking gun on this one. She linked us with this article on that'snonsense.com, which in turn linked us to a digital artist named Umit Resiber. Umit calls his creation Mother and has a video to show how he created this masterful fake. He just took 2 different pictures and morphed them together. First, he started with the bridge. Then he took a picture of 2 blue whales and inserted them into the picture. Hey, it may be a really big, fat fake, but you gotta admit, those Photoshop skills on display in that picture are really fine. Nice job, Umit. Next up is this picture. It was sent in by Storm9999, who just wrote, "Is that a real spider or a fake?" Storm, by now I think everybody's seen these giant spider photos that always turn out to be fake. And while I haven't seen this new one come in the door before, it's kind of got that similar look going on. Thankfully, they didn't use the same spider in this one, but it does look like perhaps a huntsman spider, the biggest spider in the world. Okay, so what do you say we just cut to the chase on this one, all right? Go ahead, leave me your votes up here, answers down in the comment section, or just shout it out. I'm gonna get out this, and we're gonna find out who's got it right and who has got it wrong. And remember, once you vote, you can't go back and change your vote because, we're recording all that, and we'll see you. No, just kidding. Can't see you, but don't do that. Why would you play real or fake and then cheat? Doesn't make any sense to me. Oh no. Do I have to get angry on this one? No. It's real. Can you believe it? Lex Williamson found a smoking gun on this one. The picture was taken in France outside of a clothing shop and was reported on by 2 newspapers of the time. Although no one identified what type of spider it was, it's probably what is known as a green huntsman spider. These aggressive hunters do have a venomous bite, but nothing strong enough to kill humans. Much thanks to Eric Rivera for finding this version of the picture, which has a little wider perspective. Okay, is this another one of those real Pokemon characters found in real life things? The picture was sent in by Edric Destreza, who just asked, real or fake? Edric, you know, I think next to, asteroid heading towards Earth, going to destroy the planet submissions, which are number 1 on the list. Number 2 is probably real-life Pokemon caught on camera submissions that come in. I mean, who could forget the real-life Pikachu one that we did not too long ago? That was epic, and if you haven't seen it yet, I'm going to leave a link down in the description box. Now, Edric, I know you didn't ask me whether this was a real-life Pokemon character in real life, but I got to tell you, a lot of people on my Facebook research team couldn't help noticing that this little guy resembles a Pokemon character known as Catepie. Catepie is known for having a voracious appetite and a strong body odor. I don't know how popular it is among Pokemon fans, but I can see someone coming up with this to pay some, homage. When you look closely at the picture, the thing looks something like, maybe somebody made it and then they took a picture of it hanging off the plant. I don't know about you, but those eyes, I don't know, they just look painted on to me. Now, the way I want you to vote on this one today is A, if you think this is a real living creature, then I want you to vote real, okay? If on the other hand, you think this is some sort of artistic creation, whether it's meant to be a Pokemon or not, then I want you to vote fake. And as always, if you think we don't have the answer, then you gotta vote unknown, okay? Go ahead and make your votes. Answers down here, shout it out. I'm gonna reach down here and carefully pull up the official answer envelope and then rip it out of here. Let's see what we have for this fakey little creature Pokemon Catepie. Oh, wow, this is not what I expected. That thing in the picture, you know what? It's real. It's actually called a spice bush swallowtail butterfly caterpillar. It was first identified by Marley Hansen, who also pointed out that this picture was actually first posted by Coyote Peterson from the YouTube channel Brave Wilderness. This little guy lives in wooded areas of the eastern United States. When it turns into a butterfly, it looks like this, and it's mostly referred to as a black swallowtail. Special thanks to Kimberly Pruitt for sending in some extra pictures of this little creature. Our last picture today is this one. It was sent in by Ethan Jones, who wrote, "Is this man really 256 years old? Real or fake?" Ethan, my first response to this is, I don't think this photo is actually Photoshop, because, look at the detail in that face. I don't know how anybody could cook that up in Photoshop. But on the other hand, 256 years old, that's kind of a stretch, don't you think? And if it is real, I want to know what the secret is so I can make the real or fake show here for another 200. Well, maybe not quite 200, but you know what I'm saying. According to Wikipedia and a number of other sources, Jean Calment of France holds the record for longest human lifespan. She died at the age of 122 in 1997. Now, maybe this guy has broken the record, but if he is indeed 256 years old, that means he broke the old record by 134 years. Well, that's about all the information we have on that one. So tell you what, just go ahead and leave me your votes up here. Answers down in the comment section, or shout it out. I'll get out this while you're doing that. And we'll get this over with as quickly as possible so we can get on to the fan art this week. You ready for those? All right, and no. How could this be possible? I'm sorry, guys. Unknown. Thanks to Brian Chapman, we now know this man is real and does have a name. He is Li Qing Yun and was a Chinese herbalist who died in 1933. Now, why those claims that he was 256 years old remain unknown is because there are no official records of when he was actually born. Li himself claimed he was born in 1736, which would have made him 197 years old. But there are other dubious records suggesting he was really born in 1677, which would have made him 256 years old. 1677? Do you realize that's 55 years before our very first president, Mr. George Washington, was even born. I mean, I don't care what anybody says. I can't go with this. I'm sorry. To me, it's fake. And if anybody believes there's somebody that lived 256 years, well, please send me some solid information because I really need to be convinced. All right, well, that's all the time I have for this show. But hey, if you're thinking about clicking away, you know you can't do that right now because we still got some more stuff to show you, like this week's FANART. First up is this digital creation by somebody called, well, somebody. It's called Bill and the Fakers, and wow, that kind of sounds like a rock band to me. Thanks, somebody. Next, we have a pencil sketch from Kinley showing me at my desk trying to figure out what's real and what's fake. Wow, that gives me a headache just looking at it. Thanks, Kinley. Here's a very cool rendition of The Smoking Gun by Mark Stein. It's called, well, What a Smoking Gun. Thanks, Mark. Speaking about smoking guns, how about this finely detailed sketch from artist Joseph Nauber? It's called Target Practice. Love it. Thanks, Joseph. And finally is this Andy Warhol type of pop art by Samuel at the Instincts YouTube channel. I think the artist is trying to explore my relationship with Reese's Buttercups at a pop level. Maybe because he knows I like peanut butter. Who knows? But thanks anyway. And hey, don't forget, we have a new show every Friday, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as the notifications bell so you get a shot at being first official comment and win the pin. If you have a picture and you're not quite sure whether it's real or not, send it in to me at billschannel@gmail.com and I'll take a look. Please don't leave links or suggestions in the comment section because really, the only thing that is going to do is turn me into a mega screamer screaming, "You're driving me crazy!" See you next time. And now for my favorite fake of the week. 9-year-old Mikey Gregoff from New Jersey sent this picture of someone named Pig Girl. Mikey wrote, "Is this really her face?" Well, Mikey, yeah, that really is her face if you mean the face of the actress playing Pig Girl. The girl and the picture come from an unmade movie called what else? Pig Girl. Here is the fundraiser webpage. It describes the movie as a slasher film with a female pig masked villain. The filmmakers have raised over $1,600 from 38 backers, so I guess the real question is, will they really make this movie for that kind of money? Or maybe just take a little Caribbean vacation to actually write a story to go with the picture?
Hey Bill, I just wanted to say that I love watching your channel. Yeah, your videos are awesome! My name is Sophia!
I'm a big fan, hailing from Southeast Saskatchewan, Canada.
I like your videos of Air 61.
I like the Mothman video.
This is Julio calling out of ATL.
Keep posting more videos, dude. You better, dude.
You don't try to scare people? That's good. You should make a real or fake video on Ben's round.